Hello. Hello. YouTube's got a slightly new interface, which surprised me, but it's mostly the same. How's everyone doing tonight? I am tired, but okay, doing all right. I'm gonna welcome everyone to part 6 of our journey through a Weedwives remedy. Hey Heather, how are you? Yes, so I got my. Want to see your hair next week? Yeah, hopefully next week it'll be better. So I'm going to take this off. You can see, yeah. So it's a bit crazy right now. So ta-da. So you like it? Thank you. So the person who cut my hair, I don't have a regular person, but like she cut it in a way where it's not just like wake up and go. So that it looks like it has body. That's nice. Yeah. I mean, my hair is still stressed. So I'm still sort of like losing more of it in the shower than I'd like. But don't understand your natural. Well, the way she cut it, it's like it sticks up, like, and I'll lose my part and I'll get this like cowlick. So, and I've had much better cuts where like it just, I don't have to do anything and it just falls in place and looks good. And, you know, and it's only till like I get to a weird middle state where I'm sort of, anyway. Hey, Pansy. Hello. You hate that hair falling out? Yeah. I stress. So, but I still want to do like some of that hair stuff that we were talking about with Susan Weed with the burdock seeds. And I did get some nettles in my last for probably a Wild Mountain Rose order. I don't know. They're still, I don't know if they're still closed or not. So, but I don't have any. I think you need vinegar for that. So just try to like address that issue. But the burdock seeds don't seed out yet. So, and they're at my friend Ellen's, and there's a pandemic. So, but it's not yet. So, which is good. And I'm just hoping that I'll be able to go to her and get the plants that I need so I can make my oils for my shop and my salves and my lip balms. Otherwise, like I won't have any this year. Like I get it all fresh all at once. So, but I did get my jar of chickweed up. Cleavers up, and I did everything you're not supposed to do. It's right by a road, and can she mail you the stuff? What stuff? I need more info. Oh, my friend Ellen, no, because I go and I wildcraft everything fresh from her land. So, but she's like 30 minutes away. So, yes, the stuff from my friend. Yeah, sorry. Yeah, it wouldn't work out very well. So, and then I just everything that grows here is in town is too close to a road and everything else. So, but I was telling Heather that I wanted to put up some cleavers, and the only ones I could find in town were close to the road. But it's better than nothing, and it's just in case. So I made some cleavers tincture. That's only going to take 6 weeks. And then I was thinking that I would put in like a formula so it wouldn't be too much road junk. You know, you're supposed to harvest 50 feet from a road, and I literally did everything you're not supposed to do. So, but you know, times, and you know, with some of the herbal companies shutting down, being overwhelmed with orders, I figured, you know, just in case. So I just drank my whizzed up cleaver drink. Nice. How was it, Heather? What did you have anything else in it besides cleaver juice? So the thing about cleavers is they're really only good fresh. So you can make a tincture. You can make something like Heather made. Well, it's been raining bunches, so it was probably fairly clean. Nice. Yeah. Oh, my cleavers. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, and my road has been really dead since, you know, everyone's been out of work. So less, you know, road pollution. The only thing I don't know about is the land, but I don't think they do any like spraying or anything because it was just overrun with weeds, and I think they just mow it at some point. So cleavers, apple, mint, lemon, and water. That sounds awesome. Yeah. Very tasty. Very green. So cool. Oh, so an update on my work. I don't think I'm getting laid off. I think I'm getting furloughed. So tomorrow is my last day for supposed 2 weeks. So I will be off work. And we'll just see what happens, and I'll be up fighting to apply for unemployment like everybody else. But that's an update on my job. So on the plus side, though, I'll be able to read more of our book, and I'll be able to have more videos up on the channel. It's been hard to keep up with anything, so except book club for the couple weeks because it's madness. It's madness. So yeah, it'll be okay. Yeah, but it'll be great because I've got like a stack of tarot and oracle decks from Kickstarters. Like, yeah, that I haven't been able to open. I've got like several videos. Like I had a day before all this stuff happened where I like shot 5 or 6 videos in one day. And most of those aren't on the channel yet. And I could go live too. Ooh. Is my husband off? No, he is still working, which is, you know, I'm sure he'd rather be off, but also like he's glad he's working. We're glad he's working because he does yeah. He does, you know, he brings in the bulk of the money. He makes the higher wage. But you know, as long as but I mean, my wage does count. So we still need the money I'm taking in. So as long as I'm getting unemployment, you know, and he works from home already, so that's good. Yeah, live. Yeah, maybe I can take another stab at doing some live readings. We'll see. We'll see. So, mine is off. He is driving me crazy a bit. He's being paid. Oh, that's good. That's good, Pansy. My eyes. I'm like, I just want to touch them all the time because I'm not allowed to, like, you know, don't touch your face. I'm just like, and it makes me want to touch my face more. This is over. I'm just going to, like, Sorry to hear that you're he just needs something to do. He needs like a hobby. You know, does he have a hobby? Does he do something on like the weekends or when he's not at work? For me, like it's not hard to be at home because I always have stuff to do. Like I have so much stuff, and I have projects, and I could work on like my Frankenstein tarot deck, you know, that I haven't finished, and all this stuff. We're going way off topic, but you know, it's good chat during these times. But anyway, right? You guys remember this one? But I'd love to. This one came out really good. This one I did live, so love to like. Yeah, I'd love to work on it. This one that I picked it's not done. It's the back. It's not painted. Anyway, but he doesn't have any? Oh no. Tell him to plant you an herb garden, Julie. Yes, definitely. Yes, I agree. I have like a zillion hobbies. Well, actually, I've got like 3 that keep me very busy. So I've got the herbs, I've got the tarot, and I like video games. So, you know, those are 3 hobbies that keep me very, very busy if I wasn't like, if I did nothing but just those. So, yeah, I'd like to get in, finish at least the majors and get on to the minors. And although my printer, I have to fix it, so, but I'm not done with these yet, so I can keep going with these until I get, anyway, I don't know, it's gonna be a while. That deck is gonna be humongous. So yeah, YouTube, Pansy, yeah, so reading games on tablet and phone, yeah. I mean, I have this whole book that I could read. I mean, I've got like 20 books that I'm in the middle of at least. Like, oh yeah, I forgot about reading too. Like just, and sleeping, taking a nap, you know. And then I've got so much stuff, you know. And if I get really, really, really bored, I could clean the house. So, or, you know, that always needs something. So I'm not worried. All right. So the violets are coming up. We are going to try to finish the violet section because it would be cool to move on to yarrow. Sleep is very important. My husband likes naps. Naps are good. I have lots to keep me busy. Yeah, Heather does. Yeah, Heather does too. Yeah, see, all 3 of us are not ever bored, probably. Maybe he could discover his hobby. You know, now that he's off work, he could just discover it, Pansy. Give him an opportunity to do some exploring or whatever. So, I mean, look at all those books. Well, some of them my husband read, so, you know, I'm made for this isolation stuff. Yeah. I mean, I like being outside. If I couldn't go out, actually outside, that would suck. I like, you know, seeing a couple friends, but I don't go like crazy. And we don't have people over. I think it's been a couple years since we had anyone over due to just circumstances and stuff like that. Are you used to being home? Good idea. Explore his passion. There's got to be something he likes. So hopefully he can find it. Okay, I gotta get my phone so I can. Yeah. Or we could even like do a special early book club so Elaine can pop in. A quarantine edition. Think about it. So that would be really cool. I'm sure she would enjoy that. Oh yeah, and she mentioned, I didn't even notice this because it's not very like obvious, but in the back of the book here, the green well is a list of books, like herb books. It's two lists. So that she pointed out, and I've got 3 of them. They all look really good. And she bought what is it? Healing Threads, Traditional Medicines of the Highlands and Islands. So yeah, definitely they all look good. Yes, Heather, I agree. So, and she said she was really enjoying that. So if you have the book, check out the last 2 pages, because very, very quietly, and I didn't even, it's referenced and recommended books. So a lot of these herbalists I know, and I like it's a mix of like, I mean, there's stuff like elves and Anglo-Saxon England. So it's a big mix. I showed you guys Thomas Easley's The Modern Herbal Dispensary last week, so that's a good one for medicine making. Pretty hardcore stuff in there, actually. Pretty Highlands and Islands. Yeah, and she said, here I can read what she said, because I asked her. Go to the Facebook group. So she said the Highlands and Islands are a northern part of Scotland. There's some islands with very closed off communities just due to their geography and how hard they are to reach. And they're right at the top of Scotland. The land is mountainous, and then sea crossings would be involved as well. She's in central Scotland. And she said the book starts out saying that the folk healing methods lasted until later, so far up north as the modern medicine took longer to penetrate the area. But actually, the methods talked about in the book would have been used throughout Europe. So, and she said she found it very interesting, and that was just the introduction. So, my valerian is going to bloom any day now. Woo! Yes, nice. That's a good plant. Good for good nervine, strong nervine, for sleep. Helps support the sleeping, and you're excited. Are you going to tincture it? I don't know if you I made a percolation of valerian in herb school, which is really neat. It's a way to make a herb in tincture in like 24 hours or something like that instead of 6 weeks. So that's cool. I'm going to. We are on page. You're excited. Okay, I read that. Oh man, we are on page 22, I think. Yeah, and we're talking about violet as a nervine, which, of course, I was saying that I'm not It's not normally thought of, I think, when you think of nervine. I don't know if I can pull it out to harvest the roots. Oh, okay. Yeah, I've never done any of that with that plant. Do you just have one plant? I'd say if you just have one plant, you could just sort of watch what it does this year and, you know, go from there. Let's see. I read Jim McDonald's little quote. I'm gonna read it again. You have 2 clumps, but started more seeds. Okay, cool. Yeah. I don't know. Hold on. I've got a book. First, I've got a book for that. Heather, I'll have to send this to you. Okay. This book here is the Organic Medicinal Herb Farmer, and this is how to grow a bunch of plants. So I'm hoping it will reseed all over the garden. This is by Rosemary. This is a Rosemary Gladstar's daughter and her husband. They have an organic herb farm where they sell herbs and they grow them in large quantities. But the thing that I like about it is, of course, it tells you how to grow a bunch of herbs. And let's see if it's got valerian in here. You better. That's all I'm saying. St. John's. Yeah, there we go. My internet went out for a few. Uh-oh. I'm glad you're back. So it's got valerian in here. And it has a propagation section, harvesting specifications. We found that the most potent roots are harvested in early spring of the 2nd or 3rd year of growth, before the roots start putting their energy into leaf, stalk, or flower formation. During this time, when the plants are still dormant, the rootlets resemble masses of thick, fleshy linguine pasta. There's a picture. If we wait too long and the roots start sending up aerial growth, the rootlets shrink and become more angel pasta-like and much less potent. Roots dug in the fall also seem less potent and lower yielding than early spring dug roots. So this is the. Ugh. That's the picture of what the roots look like. They do this on a kind of a bigger scale. So I'm going to bring this book into work tomorrow, and because my copier, I still haven't fixed the communication issue. And I'll make this copy and I'll send it to you. So that you'll know what to do. Okay, all right, now we have to get to the book. Now we are contractually obligated to get to the book. Get back to Violet. But yeah, see, I'm going to bookmark that. In order to bring it into work. My last day. Title again? Let me type it in. It is a big book. It's usually if you want to grow herbs on like a farm, a bigger scale and sell them. So that's it. Then we can focus. Yeah, we'll focus. We'll focus in. So that's the book. I mean, I haven't checked thrift books. They might have it. It's a beefy boy. What is it? I can't see how much it oh yeah, this $40. So, but you know, they talk about like tractors and stuff in here and all kinds of stuff. But you know, I mean, Heather, you might find it really useful because they have us all these information about growing herbs and stuff. Oh, cool. Okay, great. So it's gone down since I bought it. I bought it a little while ago. I bought it like, oh man, yeah, a little while ago. So, I've got all these awesome appendices. Yeah. I think it's useful for everybody, even if you don't plan on like doing a big like industrial herb farm, you know, like all that stuff. So yes, so that was a good book. Oh right, I'm gonna keep it out. I'm gonna keep it out because then I'll forget it. Because I always go back into work. Okay, so now we're gonna focus. Focus. All right, so we're talking about violetas and nervine, which is cool. They are blooming everywhere here. That's the best and easiest way to find them. If you do not know, you know, where a patch would be, because they're purple and white flowers and everything else. And so I'm just so Jim McDonald says violet is also good for people who react to stress, or perhaps life in general with rigidity. Violet softens, it inspires flexibility. Some give, which is really great. I think it'd be a really good addition to a nervine formula. I definitely can have too much rigidity and everything else. So I find this to be very true, perhaps especially for those who are innately flexible, but where life, trauma, and circumstances have caused a rigid shell to be created around a soft and sensitive heart. I've also seen violet prove useful for autistic folks who find themselves frustrated with mental or emotional rigidity in themselves. In both cases, I prefer aromatic species in the form of a tincture, elixir, honey, or syrup, but find that even the less scented violets to be useful. Combining with linden, rose, or another aromatic relaxant can be beneficial. Can you use the leaves dry, I wonder? For violet? Yes, I believe you can. My other book is in the back, but yes, I believe yes, you can do that. It's not one of those that you have to. That's better fresh, like chickweed or cleavers. And I usually wait until they get bigger, which is after they flower, to get the leaves. I don't know if that's the reason I do that is because usually leaves are so small. So when I get my oil, and I don't know if that's the best time or not. But I'm assuming when they flower, all the plant energy is in the flower, and that would be the time to flower, and then, then you get leaves afterwards. So, but I think when you're using it in like a salad or something, you want to get the little young leaves if you're going to eat them. But if you are, but you usually just make an oil. So my experience is a little not as much on the other stuff. There is a list in, so some herb books say the part to use, and wait, maybe she says it. Well, she probably doesn't say. So flowering aerial parts for the most part, which is the leaf and the flower and could be the stem, but it doesn't say anything else as far as whether it's better dry or after it's flowered, you know, after the, yeah, all those questions that you're asking, Heather. So the answers are not in this book. I'll look it up. Yes, thank you. Yes, I don't think I have a book that has that answer. Otherwise, I would go dig it out. So, but where there's irritability, muscle tension, and inability to relax due to tension felt in the gut and head, consider pairing with vervain, wood bethany, and agrimony. Another place to consider violet in child or adults who have difficulty focusing and instead chatter, fidget, cause trouble, or potentially throw fits or start fights. In some cases, consider pairing with hawthorn or firethorn, which is a herb I don't know, never heard of. And possibly with skullcap or milky oats if there's underlying nervous exhaustion. Note that this sort of exhaustion is possibly even in children and especially likely if there's been any kind of trauma. This includes the stress of the behavioral modification often applied to the neurodivergent, including those diagnosed with ADHD, autism, sensory processing disorder, and similar neurological differences. So it's interesting that it's nervous exhaustion, with trauma. Perhaps think of violet as able to open the river's mouth, undamming a need opening to allow the full capacity of flow and adaptability, combined with monkey flower, also never heard of. So these are two new herbs. I should type in the Latin name. When the capacity for play or frivolity has been lost due to stress, trauma, pain, or self-doubt. I really feel like violet would be very good for me personally in a mix. Let's see, let me write down this monkey flower, which is cool. This is the common name. So let me give you, I can't see. Haha. I can't hold the phone and type at the same time. So there we go. Monkey flower, and then the Latin name, which is what you would probably want to look up. And the SPP means there's lots of species, but they're basically have the same medicinal actions. So that's monkey flower, and then the other one was fire. It sounds cool. Firethorn. Ooh, Heather. Commonly called firestorm, is a genus of thorny shrubs that are mostly evergreen and produce lots of berries. Firethorn berries are edible and possess medicinal values. That's awesome. I have never heard of that. Yes, this is Fire. Yeah, Heather got Firestorm, so I'm not going to rate it in. Thank you so much for looking that one up. It's also an SPP, so there's like a lot of species, but but they're similar medicinally, so you can use Pyracanthus. Nice, thank you. Heather knows I need help pronouncing stuff. Pyracanthus. I don't think we have any. I mean, okay, maybe we do, but I've never seen it. I've never which is really cool. You know, there's a lot of plants out there that I don't know. So we still learn about new ones. I can't emphasize enough how wonderful violet is in formulation, being very amenable to interweaving and complementing the effects of many other medicines. I would be rather lost without it in my clinical practice for just that reason. Certainly. Don't ever know it was medical. No, have you heard of it before, Heather? So this is sweet greens and perfumed tea. This is the edible applications of violet. Violet leaf, especially the small new leaves, are delicious in salads, soups, and whatever else you'd like. A sweet green accent to your meals. The blossoms are likewise mild and pleasant and make a beautiful addition to many foods, both savory and sweet. Not only do they add nourishment, leaves can also act a thickener in soups and sauces and are well worth exploring in all manners of preparation. I like to combine violet leaves with sassafras leaves, dried and powdered, in my phyllo. I think it's FILE powder for my homemade gumbos. So I'm not sure how that's pronounced. Aromatic violet leaves, whether on their own or concentrated into a syrup, liqueur, jelly, or similar. Not everyone is as fanatically fond of the flavor as I am, but I'll happily admit to being something of a violet addict. Even if the plant had no medicinal attributes, I would still regularly indulge in violet perfume tea, violet blossom ice cream, violet cocktails, and even smoky violet finishing salts. I've read about plants when I was a kid, as far as an filet. Yes, thank you. I love to combine violet with evergreens in many teas and desserts, and find violet, rose, and orange blossom combined exceptionally well in almost any creamy sweet dish, such as custard, rice pudding, or ice cream. These are cautions and contraindications, so reasons why you probably may not want to use violet. Almost none of the flower/leaf safe. So there's almost no contraindications of the flower or leaf. They're safe for infants and elderly, anyone in delicate health. Clinically, I'm comfortable working with the whole plant as opposed to isolated constituents during pregnancy and breastfeeding, even if there are no studies to validate that. But I have heard that she's getting to that. She's getting to the roots, sorry. This is a food type herb. The only two concerns I have are for those who have a very cold, wet constitution already, in which case you can still formulate it with warm, drying herbs to help balance it out. Like I would do that for me, because I have digestive issues, so I'm usually dealing with cold. And I don't want to, although peppermint's really good for me. So I guess because I have a lot of gas. And aloe's also good, and it's cold. So, but, and I found that really interesting because I didn't know that. Okay, so what I'm trying to help balance it out, and the variable amount of salicylates, which folks are sensitive to and avoid. Similar to what I've already stated, I would consider violets inappropriate, but not necessarily harmful in the treatment of chronic oozing sores or similar external issues that present as cold and wet. An exception, the roots and seeds are something of a different medicine and can be dangerous in large doses. Only work with the seeds and rhizomes/roots if you have proper guidance, training, and or understanding of how the medicine works and when it would be appropriate. Peppermint tea makes you sneeze. That's, I don't think, maybe you're allergic, Pansy. I don't think I've ever had a tea that made me sneeze before. So, God bless you. Gesundheit. Oh. Oh my. Oh, cool. So that's it. That's violet. We did it. Yeah, it's blooming now. So, get your violet flowers and young leaves to put in your salads and stuff. It's a good place to start. All right, so we've got yarrow, which is also starting to come up. It hasn't bloomed yet, but it is like all over the place around where I live. And so there's some yarrow that is cultivated and it's different colors. Like there's pink yarrow and there's yellow yarrow, but only the white yarrow is medicinal. So you see the white yarrow, that's the one you get for medicinal stuff. Not tea, just peppermint and like candy. Oh, I'm so like tea. Got tea on the brain, Okay. So just peppermint makes you sneeze in general. Heather says in traditional Chinese medicine, pyracantha's dried fruits are described as bitter and pungent and are used to activate blood and stop bleeding and improve the functions of the stomach. Ooh. So it's got an astringent action to help with the bleeding. A decoction of the fruit is used in the treatment of fevers. Okay, so seems like a peppermint princess kind of thing. That's cool. Sounds like that would be improve the function of stomach. Makes me want a bush in my area. Totally. I want a big bush. It sounds amazing. Plus it's got a great name. So I can see why it would help with improvement of the stomach function if it was bitter, because bitter helps with your digestion, anything bitter. So I mean, yarrow is also bitter and helps, can be helpful with fevers. So yeah, so it's coming up. It's got these like feathery leaves. Makes me want, let's see, I'm totally picturing a book about a sneezing peppermint princess now. I've never heard of any. Does it make you sneeze a lot? Like, I've never heard of anyone sneezing from peppermint, but you know. I would be sneezing all the time because I do so much peppermint tea. I do a turmeric, I do a tulsi, and I do a peppermint. I do like 3 or 4 tea bags in my cup at once. Because I like tea and need tea. So, all right. We'll just start yarrow. That's on page 25. So it says to heal the wounds, to sing the blood, to reveal in dreams. It's a kili. This is a Latin name. Oi. Latin name. No, she has. So this is what she has is the botanical name, but hold on. Latin name. Yeah, this is what I know is the Latin name. Oi. No, you won't let me copy that. Okay, fine. We'll copy that. Paste. Yes. You like Earl Grey? Never had Lady Grey. I've never had Lady Grey. Is it the same as Earl Grey? It has a citrus taste. Oh, cool. I'm usually doing herbal tea. I find like the other teas, like the green teas and the black teas, they kind of like make me kind of jittery. Like I've had too much coffee or something, even though they have like less caffeine as coffee. I don't know. So I'm usually drinking like the herbal teas, but is it like an Earl Grey that they added citrus to? I think Earl Grey does have bergamot, which is citrusy. Yes. Twilling. Let me look that up. Lady Grey. Lady Grey tea. Well, look at that. Oh, here's some Wikipedia. Lady Grey tea is trademark variation on Earl Grey tea. Black tea with bergamot. Let's see. Lady Grey differs from Earl Grey tea in that it contains additional lemon peel and orange peel. Cool. Yep. So that's it. Here's the here's a Wikipedia page. That worked. It worked. So I did not know. I don't think we sold that at work. Anyway, so yarrow, that's the Latin name. And she has a Achille SPP, so there must be a lot of species as well. So common name yarrow, millifolia, and then angel flower, bloodwort, and then several ones in languages that I cannot pronounce. And the energetics are warm and cool. The taste is bitter, aromatic, and acrid. Primary action: circulatory, stimulant, diaphoretic, alterative, diuretic, anti-inflammatory, digestive, bitter, aromatic, astringent, vulnerary. They sell it at Walmart too, so you don't have to order online. That's good. I noticed that some of the stuff, some books, they said if you order them on Amazon, it says so certain things on my like wish list, like books or tarot decks. Some of them take a month. Sleepyhead, yeah, I'm sleepy. That's why we're gonna wrap it off soon. I got one more day of work tomorrow, but you know, I'm just always extra tired. So, let's see. Specific indications: irritation, redness, heat, tending towards dryness, but with relaxation, lack of tone in mucous membranes, and venous system. I don't know what that is. It's VENOUS. Spell it. There may be systematic atomy and coldness with chronic inflammation, irritability, inability to urinate, or dyspepsia are also common indications. Sorry, I didn't know all those words. It is what it is. Yeah, I have energy issues, but do you can. The venous system is the part of the circulatory system in which blood is transported from the periphery back to the heart. So from your outside, like your hands, back to your heart and stuff like that. So like, I mean, I get cold hands and feet, so it sounds like it can help that. Okay, thank you, Heather. Gosh. Part 2 is flowering tops, stems, leaves, and roots. Gotta go, daughter, on phone. See you next week, ladies. Oh, I love you. Say hi to your daughter for us, and have a good night. Thanks for popping in. We're gonna be done soon. Yeah. So good night. Okay, maybe we should end there. Continue with page 25, the last paragraph, and dive into yarrow real big next time. It's cool that all these plants are popping up now, and but all right, there's my bookmark. Remember, there's another bookmark. We'll just leave it in here though. Okay. Oh man. Stop you. Oh, we're not really busy at work. This is a lot of kind of quietness, and then we get a couple customers, but it's still tough working full time. And there's this weird, like, I don't know. So there's weirdness, but and anyway, so we'll be back next week. Thank you. Oh, what time do I wake up in the morning? 5. Well, I don't get out of bed till like 5:15, sometimes 5:30. So yes, 5, and sometimes I go to bed very late. So because it takes me a long time to do all my morning stuff before work. So yeah, I have to get up crazy early and have time to do stuff. So it's sort of sacrifices some sleep. But the stuff I do is important. So I like to wake up when the sun starts coming up. That's nice. Yeah. I mean, when I was like dealing with less health issues, it was really nice to just like on like a day off to just wake up whenever, not set the alarm, I mean, now I kind of have this routine that I follow, and I'm really not ready to be off of it. So thanks. Yeah. I mean, routine is good. It makes you feel safe and everything else. But I think it's going to be a little while still before my digestion is to a point where like it just I can let it go a little more free range and sort of slack a little bit, and then all the stuff that's going on with the pandemic. So with the whole world having a panic attack and everything else, and just some crazy stuff, it's been harder to. Routine is good. Try to stick to it while off work. Maybe yo definitely. Oh yeah. No, I just like it's harder to stick to it when I'm doing to work because I have less time. But on the plus side, like I'm a little faster with my routine. So I mean, I think I used to get started with my day with my actual like what I was going to do the day at like 11 or I don't know 10:30. It was so late, but I get real tired. Like I get up and I do stuff, and I'm doing all this stuff. Well, it's like I have just a specific routine. And then I'm taking a thyroid medication, so I have to take that like 30 minutes before I eat. So then I do yoga during that time, and I do like acupressure when I get up in the morning, and so it just takes time. It's not like when do you have to be at work then? Tomorrow I have to be at work at 9:30. So I live pretty close to work, and there's not a lot of traffic because everyone's working from home. So literally I can be there in like 10 minutes. So I like run out the door at 20 after. So, and then I gotta make my lunch, So it's just, and usually I make half of it at the night before, but tonight I just didn't do that. So, yeah. But yeah, I gotta take care of myself, and so that's how you do it. And I usually do a lot of naps on the weekends, and I really don't know, because when I was just getting used to the job, this whole pandemic thing happened. So like then the stress went up again. So I really still don't know like how my energy and everything else will do with the job. And I'm hoping that like I don't know. I'm still gonna be very tired after work, I think. I mean I feel like it's just I can do nothing and be tired, and no one's figured out why I have energy issues. So but it's like it's hard for me to get things done, because I'm just like wiped out right before I start work. But it comes and it goes. I have a little coffee, a little bit, you know. My health first, yeah. Yeah. And it's hard, like the our little how everything's set up in society, it makes it hard to do stuff like that for yourself. It's harder, you gotta work harder for it. So yeah, low energy is really hard, and I've been struggling with that for years, and nobody can figure out why. I have it on days that, like that day I did like 5 videos, I had energy. And I was like, wow. Like, so do you like your coworkers? I do like my coworkers. I do. So they're pretty silly. But they're nice. Yeah, they're nice. And I do. So, and hopefully they like me. So, and I keep blabbing them about herbs. They're not really herbal people. They're not really into it, and I keep blabbing about it, and you know, but I'm going to try to keep it on the DL. So they're not really that interested. I mean, they don't, it's fine, but they're like not into it. So I had sleep apnea and now use a CPAP, and it's 100% better. Oh, I'm glad. So I bet you feel more rested now. Someone was just yelling outside. I love about it too. You might get them interested. I don't know, but maybe. We'll see. I can't help it. So something's going to come out. But domestic fight? No, just somebody like driving down the road yelling. Woohoo! You know, something like that. So, no. Our building is really pretty quiet, and unless someone's playing music, which is totally fine. There's like two girls that live in the 2 other apartments, and then I don't know who lives in the apartment below us at all. So I talk plant herbs and garden 24/7. Oh yeah, I mean I could totally do that. I think that's one of the things that I miss about not working at Whole Foods, is that there's more people that are interested in that, and more customers. Like I was doing that more often, you know, and so I think I find it a little more difficult to relate to the just, I don't know, I'm still processing it. Something about the customers, and there's a different people. So I'm still working out how to best relate to them, talk to them, you know, do the customer service thing. Shared interests, yeah. I mean, they like video games, so the nerds outweigh the non-nerds, so it's really nice. And so I could talk about that a lot. And so, but yeah, there's 1 girl, and then there's 2 boys that I work with. So, but yeah, Star Trek. Yes, Star Wars. And yeah, so all right, well, we should wrap it up. But well, at least I don't know about the early one yet, but we're at least Star Trek. Well, for me, yes, but like in my coworkers, Star Trek, I guess, yeah, not so much, but more Star Wars. I like Star Wars, so even though they keep messing it up. But anyway, but I hope you have a good night, and I will copy this book information for you about valerian. So, oh, and let me know if there's any other plant that maybe you have, it might be in that book. I can copy a couple of them. So thank you. Good night. Good night, everyone out there watching the replay. Hope everyone has a good night. Oh, St. John's wort. Okay. I'll bookmark it. It's in here. It's in here. So, whoops. All right. So till next week, everyone, we will do more. All right. Well, good. Yeah. Hope everyone has a good night and a good week. So, in their crazy times that we live. So take care of yourselves as much as you can. Okay. Bye.